All right, so now we got the batter boards all set up. They're all about the same height, same distance away. They're all square. Just gives you the best shot at getting this a lot better. So now we're gonna go ahead and gonna put a string line, just try to go right over the screwdrivers on one sidewall and one gable, and then we'll measure off of that. That way we get the distance right, then we'll check square. So it should be pretty close, but then, so I'm just gonna kind of guess here a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to line that up best I can. Right there. About right there. And then a secret to this is pull them about as tight as you can pull them. The tighter the better. If you got a little bit of breeze, you can move it. All that, just once again, take a little bit more time, do this part right. It'll make everything else go so much better. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing on this gable. Looks pretty good. Boy. Okay. So right here too, as you can see, so you always want to make sure you get those right as well. Put that underneath this one. It's pretty close, but so yeah, looks like we got it pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead now and measure for the other one. So I'm gonna grab one of these tapes. All right, actually, I'll come over here. So for this one here, you just want to go ahead and hook. You can go ahead and hook it on here. And this is why this matters, because if this board is way in closer to the string and that board is way out, you'll be measuring at an angle, and then you'll have your measurement be off. That's why these, it really matters that these are all the same. Same with up and down too, kind of. The more you get it like that, then you can pull off of them. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but basically if you pull it like this, you know, this measurement's gonna be different than right here. So we're gonna go ahead, and then one last thing too here is you kind of want to see I'm about a 1/4 inch off there. So you have to figure that in. You know, if you got somebody holding you, they can hold you at 3 inches or something, and you can measure it right on. But since if you're by yourself, and then 1/4 inch plus, I'm gonna go 1/8 over with my lines because my post will be sitting right on the inside. That just makes it usually perfect. So I'm actually gonna add 3/8 to my measurement. Hope that made sense to everybody. Here. Yeah, my guys are a little bit brown nosers. So 39.9, but I want to add that 3/8 since we're that way 3/8. Well, 1/4 plus that 1/8 inch for just to give me that little bit since the posts are sitting on the inside of the string. And then you'll just go straight across, and you'll do the same thing there. And then you'll also go off of this string, and you'll pull both ways that way to get that other sidewall string, and then that's pretty much it. And then you check the diagonal to see how close you are and readjust it from there. All right, so now we went ahead and measured over off of the 2 strings. Now you want to make sure you just do 1 gable, 1 sidewall, and you want to measure off and make sure that, and then that gets you the right distance apart. So it may not be 100% square. It should be pretty close if your screwdrivers were pretty good. So now we're going to try to check the diagonal. And I got these 2 tapes laying out. This is kind of the hard part. Usually you have somebody here holding you if you have more than 1 guy. But if you're by yourself, you just try to figure out where it's going to cross that, which I put that one down there right by the cross. So that should be about right in here. So then you just put a nail here to hold it. And then you just got to do some math. So I'm going to try to bend this back a little bit. 8 3/4-ish. So I'm going to add 2 foot 8 3/4 to my measurement. And yeah, that's the hard part. But 8 3/4. That would be 49 7 7 7 plus 5 3 plus 3/4 times 3/4, 1.5. So I think that should be about 4.5. Oh, look at that! I'm like 4 5/8. 52 4 5/8. I think that's correct, pretty much. And the diagonal might be a tick long if you go an 1/8 over with your strings as well. So just know that. Just gotta readjust this one as well. All right, now I'm gonna do the other side as well and see if I'm right with that one. And if I am, then I'm good to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Okay. Boy. Okay. So that's 2 foot 9. That's a little bit easier to do that math. So I'll go add 2 foot 9 to my thing. $49 7. Okay. So that would be 7 7 2 foot plus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 3/4. Yeah, it's bingo. Yep. Okay. So we had our diagonal be right on, which is great, but I was trying to show you guys what I would do if it wasn't. So if you have a line that's you can't move, say you're squaring it off of a building, say that line wall over there is squaring off a building, so you can't move that wall, then you probably have to move the gable strings. So then what you would do is you basically say this diagonal is longer and that one's shorter over there. You would take this one here, and it's a little bit of a guesstimation, but say you're 1/2 inch off difference, and you maybe take this one over 1/2 inch this way, and then you go down there and move that one the same way 1/2 inch, that way they move with each other. And then you just kind of do it till you get it right. So it's a little bit of a guessing game, and if you do it a lot, you'll kind of know about how much you got to go. But just thought I'd put that in there. We had this one right on, but if you don't have it right on, that's how you adjust it. So just make sure you stay with the strings. Don't move one and not the other. So if you get those really good and you make sure your lines are 2 lines are good off of that and everything's right, it usually falls together. Usually it's within a 1/4 inch, so it's all 100% right. So we're ready to mark them out and then start digging.